Hello Asia, how's it going? Here we are again. This is Prove Your Skill number 2 here on the Asia tour for the winter series, and we're going to be following E4D today. This is a clan that I said you need to keep an eye open for. They're an up and coming clan on Asia, and they've been playing particularly well recently, so looking forward to see how they act today. I don't have the groupings, but I know that we will know who they're going out against. They are going out on Alpenstadt, so we're following E4D. They will be playing DCGTB, and I don't know that clan, but that's who they're playing today. And we'll see here that they're pretty good win rate, 62%. I've never come across them before, to be perfectly honest with you. And E4D, so they're pretty, they look pretty evenly matched win rate wise, so it's going to be an interesting one. As I said, the matches are Alpenstadt with the decider on New Bay. It is still best of 3, so that's what we got to look forward to. There's quite a lot of teams in. There's 31 teams, as you can see here. Got some of the big names: Cats, GV, Calm, Feast, HLV, Arden, King, ID, etc, etc. Where are the others? That's the ones I know off the top of my head. King, by the way, is being streamed by Wild Ones Helper. They're going out first off against Feast. So, and I do believe they are against Wild Ones Helper is streaming them. So by all means, if you're a Feast fan or a King fan, by all means, get yourself over to Wild Ones Alpha stream, because that's where that action will be. We will be following E4D all the way through until either they win or get knocked out. It's as simple as that. So there's no, jumping here, there, and everywhere. We are attached to one team and one team only. So if they don't do well and they go out, then unfortunately the stream ends early. If they do well and get all the way to the final, then of course we carry on going. The way it works. So we should be getting the invite through shortly, about a minute or so. So I can't play any replays at this moment in time. Kickoff is on the hour at 3 p.m. my time, which is obviously what is it, 19 or 20 hours, where in middle of Asia on UTC +8, which means it's what, 11 o'clock. Near as damn it in the morning in the UK, and midday in Central Europe, and then over in America, well, it's still the middle of the night, I guess. it's like really early, so don't expect many viewers from NA to be on at this hour. But it's going to be an interesting one. I mean, we had an interesting tour the other day. It was good fun. To be honest with you, some upsets. There were some upsets. It wasn't plain sailing for the big boys. Some of them did get upset. Feast doing their typical Feast thing, looking strong in this part of the tour so far. There is a delay, obviously, guys, so it's pretty difficult to interact with you guys. But hello, Dark. Hello, Bob. Shell, how you doing, mate? Hey, David. Hey, Senko. How's everybody going on? So you'll have to excuse my squeaky chair. Yes, I've still got a squeaky chair. And you'll have to excuse some of the noise that's coming out from some construction happening nearby where I live. Can't help it really. Well, we've got the invite, so I'm just jumping. Oh, I can't jump in the room. I'll jump in the room and then jump back out again, because that's what we do. Basically, I don't go in until the 3-minute mark. I'm going to close the window a little bit, because the construction that's going on is quite loud. So sorry about that. I need to sort of try and close the window a little bit. I don't want to close it too much, because it's a beautiful day here where I am in Dubai. It's actually quite nice and chilly. And I know that sounds bizarre, because when I say it's nice and chilly, I actually mean it's 25 degrees outside. which for some people in Europe is a beautiful summer's day, but here it's a chilly winter's day, which is nice. It makes a change, yeah? So we'll be entering into the room in a couple of seconds. Like I said, I just want to wait till it hits that sort of 3-minute plus mark. So there we go, boom. So as I said, we will be rolling out on Alpenstadt. We will have E4D on the north spawn and DCGTB, that's a bit of a mouthful, on the south spawn. None of the teams aren't fully here yet. Well, I mean, we've got P10 there. And in the clan DC still offline. I hope that's not going to be an issue. So we're just waiting for them to ready up, and there's no point me going through the team meta at this moment in time because they're liable to change their tanks. That normally does happen. E4D did play particularly well the other day. I mean, they did play a good tournament. So, as I said, it's one of those clans that you want to keep your eyes open. You want to keep an eye on them. They're doing particularly well. Yeah, Matteo, not many teams jump in on the Asia Tour, I'm afraid, compared to some of them. So we have DC have already readied up. So we have Frozen in an E5, Fennec in a Mouse, Krantz in a Mouse, P10 in an IS4, Yuki in an IS4, Zepp in an E100, and Mura and an E5. Moving over to E4D, we have Mama in a T22, Baba in an E5, Baby in a Hori. I'm only going to call you Nia. Nia in a Vickers Light, Papa in an E5, Miller in an E5, and Peanuts in a Mouse. So, looking like we're going to be having some city action there at the B cap with those Mouses. We've got 2 on DC's team and only 1 on the E4D team, but they do have a Hori. That's interesting. Seems DC are really going for a super heavy meta, what with the E100, the 2 IS4s and the 2 Mouses. Not much mobility there. You could argue that with the E5s they've got a bit of mobility, but when I look over to E4D and the mobility they've got, what with the Vickers, the T22 and 2 E5s, they've got a lot more mobility to get around the map. It's going to be an interesting one. It is going to be an interesting one, to be honest with you. I mean, Miller has now changed to a Kranwagen, so we've got some good hull down tanks there, 2 E5s, Kranwagen, and of course there's that Hori. That Hori is a bit of a pain. They are so difficult to pen frontally, even sometimes with Pramo. So I don't know what to expect of this one. I'm expecting DC realistically going into the city area. I can't really see anywhere else that they can go other than swamp the city and possibly take the C and B cap. E4D, there may be a triple a triple cap strat here. I mean, the Vickers and the T22 medium, either of them, one of them could go to C and one of them could go to A, with the rest of the team sort of heading towards the BC area to bunker down. Obviously, they will see when the team list. They don't see the teams now, so when the team lists actually get shown, E4D may think, we could pull a fast one here and take the fight to them by putting them under cap pressure, but we won't know until the game actually starts. It is a bold strat, taking a lot of super heavies, I must admit, but on the same token, it is a lot of HP to get through. Hey Rado, how you doing? However, the time for talking is over. The time for getting involved is now upon us. So this is the group stages of Prove Your Skill number 2 here on the Asian server. We are going out with E4D against DCGTB. And already you can see the hit point advantage is going to DCGTB, B even, because those Mouses in that E100, I mean, that's a lot of armor out there. Thank you, Bruce. Anyway, let's get up high into the back of the map. And already I'm seeing a Vickers of Near Nudish and Mama potentially going to the sea with the E5. The Mouse of Peanuts, as I expected, is heading towards that city area, and the Hori is going to be on Overwatch. Yep, the E5s of DCGTB are heading towards the C cap. I did expect that with the majority of the tanks, apart from P10 and the IS4, the super heavies of the Mouse and the E100 are heading towards B. So it's pretty much as I sort of expected, although no A and B cap. Oh, P10 Thunder there getting a bit of a smacking, but returning it in kind. Oh, Mouse went a bit weird. The T22 there of Mama getting really pummeled, losing a lot of hit points. Now Peanuts is going to be swamped in that area, but if you look here, E4D could potentially flank round onto the two IS4s and get around the back of those super heavies. All they need is Peanuts to hold that position. E4D do have the cap point advantage at the moment. Peanuts is just there to hold, and this is what we do in a Mouse. The Mouse is there to... Oh, Veniko is my waifu, is getting a bit smacked there. I was expecting E4D to potentially push on the IS4s, but they've decided not to. They're looking to reset the B cap instead. And as you can see here, the two Mouses are trying to get into the B cap. Veneko, they're both there, but E4D are doing a sterling job of resetting that cap. Now we've got the E5s pushing, and the E100 of Z-Pack moving down onto the Mouse of Peanuts. And Frozen here, pushing down onto Papa. This is an interesting move by DCGTB. Is it a bold move? Or are they going to get... I mean, Zepak is really losing hit points here. Papa getting pummeled a lot, but Zepak could go down here, to be honest with you. If they focus this E100, they can get him out of the game. Mura gets a bit of a smacking as well. The Mouse is finding it difficult to pet, and down goes the E100. Now let's get over to the other side of the map, because they are pushing on the E4, on the IS4s. Already Zapak has gone down in the E100. There's a brawl going down over here. Yuki is my waifu, is getting punished by Nia Nudish. Mila Roots is getting pushed by P10, but P10 is getting hit again by Nia Nudish. Baba may likely go down here in the E5, but no, P10 goes down first, and Yuki is getting pummeled. Mana there putting the shots in the back, and he's putting a lot of HE rolls and gets an engine fire. That's exactly what he needed. Down he goes. Back over to this side of the map, because there's only a Mouse over there. The Hori, I mean, Krantz here in the Mouse. Frozen is trying to help out. The Hori, however, difficult tank to pummel. Peanuts is coming in to help out. So as you can see here, I mean, this is a good move by E4D. Okay, they lose their Hori, but now Peanuts is able to push onto Frozen. I don't think he's going to borrow too much about the Mouse, but the T22 of Mama getting shots across the map again. Frozen really getting pummeled. Krantz is also a one-shot. No, he's not. I'm lying. Frozen was a one-shot. Krantz is now a one-shot, and Nia Nudish is going to come in the Vickers and take him down, which leaves Feneko is my waifu over here all alone. Nobody's there fighting him because he's a Mouse, and they're leaving the Mouses till last. So, I mean, they're going to win it on cap points anyway. Points are going to be going to E4D. Great stuff. And like I said, it's always difficult when you take these super heavies, because they are slow and they are cumbersome. You get a hit point advantage, of course you do, but because you're so slow and you know, the Mouse hasn't got the best DPM, you are an easy target, to be fair. So great stuff there by E4D, really proving that they weren't phased at all by the super heavy lineup. Now we're going to switch the spawn points here on Alpenstadt. This time E4D are going to go on the south spawn and DCGTB on the north spawn. XS, how you doing? Princess loves RNG, hello. Jake, hello. Zenko, doing geography while watching, awesome. Tennessee, how you doing? We're just waiting for the teams to meta up. We've already got E4D 1 foot into the next round. So DCGTB have readied up. We have Frozen in E5, Fen in an E5, Krantz in a Mouse, Mutsu coming in a Kranwagen, P10 in an IS4, Yuki in a Kranwagen, and Zeep in an e5. Moving over to e4d, we have Mama in a 215b, Baba in a Kranwagen, Baby in a Kranwagen, Nia in a Kranwagen, Papa in an e5, Miller in an e5, and Peanuts again in a mouse. So again, not a super heavy lineup for e4d. And this time DCGTB have also dropped their super heavy lineup, having one mouse and one IS4. Majority of tanks there being, as you can see, 3 5s, 2 Kranwagens, and an IS, and that's it. Mobility lacking a little bit, neither team really taking a medium or a light. So it's anybody's guess where they're going to go. They could be going anywhere. And we will find out in a few seconds what they're going to be doing. So E4D will be looking to put this to bed if they can, but let's be honest, DCGTB will be looking to try and stop that party and put pain to those fireworks. And we can see here that E4D are making a move towards the C cap, so let's get over there because I have a strong suspicion that's where DCGTB are going as well. Yes, they are. So you can see that none of the DCGTB guys are heading for the A cap as such. Yuki is my waifu, maybe, along with Mutsu and looking over. They're not actually heading for the C cap. It wouldn't surprise me that the mouse there is heading towards the B cap. Feneko there in the E5, just getting spotted up. Shots being traded already, this time to Mila. And the 215B of Mama also getting involved. Peanuts dropping into the B cap, but not even trying to cap it. He's going to carry on pushing through. Feneko is getting really pummeled there, and down he goes. I mean, that is a big kill very early. And now we've got Baba and Nia Nudish being pushed back, but look at Peanuts and Mama here coming round to flank through the back. This is great stuff by E4D. Really clever gameplay. Pushing around and catching them in a pincer movement. Now they've got the 2 Kranwagens, the mouse and the IS4 are potentially all trapped. And the Kranwagens don't have great VPN, but then again, whilst they're facing off against Kranwagens, down goes Yuki. Can they get rid of Mutsu before he gets rid of Baba? Oh, they're trying to. Mutsu is trying to load up, but once they're out of clip, it's really difficult. Baby comes in to protect Baba. That's really good stuff. I don't think Mutsu is going to win that battle, and no, he's not. Moving back over here. 215B of Mama doing particularly well. Mila Roots is going to go down. There they go. Avoiding again the mouse, looking for Zepak. Trying to get those HE rolls into the engine deck. Didn't quite work, but one of them did. Now Papa may be able to put another big roll into that engine deck. Oh, that's a big shot coming in, and down he goes. And then we have the mouse of Krantz left again to the end. Great stuff by E4D. Really can't fault them. They played that spectacularly well, and they take away the victory. So 2-0 to E4D. As I said, these guys are a clan to look out for. Seriously. Fantastic games there. Really well played by E4D. Commiserations to DCGTB. You were just outplayed on the day, guys, but I like your style. It was good, man. So we've got a bit of a wait now. To be honest with you, we have got a bit of a wait. So in fact, we've got about 20 minutes to wait. Simple as that, really. Let's see how King and Feast are doing. So already we have ID, HLV and Dur. Dur is another clan to keep an eye on, by the way, in Asia. But HLV and ID are already through to the quarterfinals along with Dur. We're just waiting for the result to King and Feast. And they're still playing, so potentially gone to a decider. In this round, we've only got Calm so far, but obviously we do know that E4D have made it. We don't know they're playing it. Oh, we do. They are playing Calm. They'll be going out on Middleburg, followed by a decider on New Bay. So we already know that one. We're still waiting to find out who else is coming through. We're looking for GV. I mean, GV is a big name, and they're playing IE at the moment. RN is another big name. And RN, I've gone through and they'll be playing cats. So we know RN are through, we know cats are through. So we're just waiting to see how the other big name clan here is doing. That is GV. They are the other big name clan, but we don't know about them yet. Of course, moving back down, looking at Feast and King, they're still playing. So what I'll do, I'm going to play a replay if I can, until we have, and hopefully by the end of the replay, this is Catastrophic Cannon, by the way, in a back chat. By the end of the replay, we will know who is in the quarterfinals. Sorry about the squeaky chair. I really am sorry about the squeaky chair. To be fair, Jake, I mean, I know what you're saying. I mean, when you look around a super heavy lineup compared to a sort of lighter lineup, you think, well, you know, I don't know if they can brawl. But because of the mobility, and because the super heavies are so immobile, they are really slow. It's actually counterproductive. Yes, you get the hit points, but you lose DPM and you lose mobility, and that's a big thing. Losing mobility is a big thing in tournaments. This is why, I mean, the pros, a lot of the pros really do love their medium and light tanks, especially their medium tanks. And they play the E5 not as a heavy, they play it more as a medium, funnily enough. Because it does have good mobility, it's got good reload, and hull down, it's got fantastic armor. Okay, it is prone to those ammo racks, but if you notice, they generally play them more in a medium type role rather than a heavy type role. And obviously with its new consumable system, you know, with the super duper consumables, you really can play the E5 in a medium role. And to an extent you can play the 215B in a medium role as well, because it has a very fast reload. It also has the super duper consumables. So, you know, it's you can do that with these tanks. This is what you do see. I mean, a lot of people say, oh, they're fed up with the E5 spam. Well, the E5 spam's there because when you've got a heavy tank that can effectively perform like a medium tank, you're going to get that tank selected. It's as simple as that. And the IS-4, well, the IS-4, it's got particularly good armor, it's not bad DPM, and, you know, it can be, it's a tricky tank to combat. But you'll see in some instances, and I see it a lot with some of the pro guys, E5s and IS4s facing off against each other. 9 times out of 10, E5 is going to win that brawl, oddly enough. It's an interesting one. I've seen that a few times. I'm also seeing a showing recently of IS7s in certain quarters. Some people like the IS7, which is nice. I mean, the IS7 is it can be a nice tank. But Catastrophic Cannon here is doing particularly well in the back chat. I do like the back chat. Not a very good player in it, but I do like it. It's 2 against 3, but they have got base points, so they could potentially win it just on points alone. I mean, the bat chat, what have they got left on their team? Just out of interest. Oh, they've got a grill, an E100, an IS4. I mean, the bat chat can basically run around the map and give them a run around and just win on points, to be fair. And if that being the case, he would also be looking at getting a Klobanov. The only thing he's going to be mindful of is running into a grill. I mean, that could be dangerous. Let's be honest. But you can now see that they're going to A. He's spotted the E100. It's just that grill. Where is the grill? I mean, I'd be more worried about the grill, to be fair. Especially, it depends on what equipment he's got loaded in the grill as well. There is the IS-4. Yeah, the grill may be low, but he's still got a big gun. What can wipe out. Still not spotted the grill. Points are ticking up, but the E100 is now dropping into the B cap. So Catastrophic Cannon now has got a choice. And I would go for this choice as well. I would go to try and reset the cap. Now he can, in theory, he could circle to death that E100. That's a bounce. He didn't want that. Oh, there is the IS-4 and there is the grill. And the grill did not load HE. The grill hit him with APCR. That's not what the grill wanted to do. The other one's over. I take it Feast beats King then. Oof. Well, E4D have got Calm next, and E4D have been playing well, so you never know. Well, he got rid of the back chat, which is what he needed to do. Now he's going to win on points. It is going to be a Klobanov. Oh, really? Ah, sorry, Mr. President. That's what happened. I was wondering what was going on. We were waiting to see what the outcome was going to be. There's no point capping A. He's already got the points. They can't win. He's going to turn over the points quicker than they will turn over the points. Why even risk it? There's no point in risking it. All he has to do is go, there you go. They win anyway. Victory, not a mastery, it's not enough points. Not as damage dished out, but easy Klobanov. But he doesn't get the Klobanov. That's interesting. Why didn't he get the Klobanov? That is interesting. I'm surprised with that. So, let's have a look. So we have Cats, E4D, ENT, GV, RI, Calm, EA, and RN. No big surprises there. Not with, I mean, GV we're waiting on. No surprise there that they made it through. No big name clans losing out here. In this one we have GSM, DUR, Feast, HLV, ID, Low, and SMON. So King going down to Feast, and it was 2-0. So unfortunately, Wild One's Helper stream has finished. Bless him. Oh, as I said, we're going out in about 10, 12 minutes, something like that. What is it? 12 minutes. So we're going out in 12 minutes. So I've got time for one more replay. Boo boo. If I can find my replays. There we go. This is Team Trouble in the KV3. Mr. Right Hand Out. Yeah, it's people play the bat chat in different ways. Or was it a tournament game? That's why you didn't get a Kolobanov. I didn't realise it was a tournament game. There you go then. Now I know why you didn't get a Kolobanov. Ah, you see? You see? Well, the TVP may be coming soon, to be honest, along with the 50 TP. These tanks may be coming soon. Update is due. They've been tested. So, keep your ears and your eyes to the ground. I do like the KV3. A lot of people don't like it. I do like the KV3. It's not a bad tank at all. Well, a lot of people don't like it. Sometimes it's got really trolly stellanium armor. I'm just going to have a cup of tea. No. Sorry about that. A cup of chai, needed it. Doc Vader instead of Darth Vader. That's an interesting name. Oh, T28 maybe. But the only one of the problems with the KV3 is that long reload, eh? It's sorry, the aim time. I mean, watch that reticle. It really takes a while to come down. You know, it's a great for up close and I mean, look at this. Look at the bounces it gets. So it does have trolley stellanium armor. But oh, that's what you needed, an ammo rack. That's gotta hurt. No, they've come up behind, and that's a weakness in the KV. Cloudy snow. The IS-4 is annoying. Yeah, it is annoying. It's an annoying tank. And here we go, back to bouncing, because that's what the KV3 does. It does have a great ability to bounce. And now 2 tanks left. It's the SU-100M, bless him. Look at that big bounce. Look at that aim time though on the KV3. I mean, it's great when you're up close and personal, which is why it does have this long aim time and trolley armor. You know, it's a good brawler. But I mean, look like this. When you get like this, you're not going to miss, are you? Really? Although you're saying that I have some, oh, another ammo rack. Ammo rack city. SU coming round the side trying to get shots into the KV, but the KV here, now the SU's in trouble, bless him. There he goes. Boom, boom, boom. Wowzers. What a great little game. Didn't take as long as I expected. We've still got 7 odd minutes. It was a great little mastery though, in a ratings battle to boot by Team Trouble. 58 points there. That's nice in the KV3. I haven't played ratings for ages. Oh, someone sent me a message. Thank you. Thank you. You too. Da-da-da-da-da. So we're just waiting. Still got time, I think, for one more replay, potentially. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at this one. If it loads. Right, this is that what she said of Kana. Oh, what happened there? Why have you done that? So this is that's what she said of Kana. Rolling out in the 268. You know, I find the back chat difficult. I'm not a good back chat driver, to be fair. I'm not a good light driver, full stop. In fairness, my ping doesn't allow me to be. And you really got to have nice ping to drive lights effectively. But I go out and I do have fun in it. It's an ambush tank, the back chat. You know, you spot them up, you run away, and then you pick the isolated tanks, and then you sort of ambush them where you can. And that's how I play the back chat. Certainly don't brawl in it. like I said, I'm more into ambushing the tank. And I've got a great replay. I did it recently on the baby back chat, where on Falls Creek. I love that game. I don't know it's second class, but I love that game. Yeah, I must admit, Excess. I mean, Juicy does play the back chat particularly well. He really does. Dish. How you doing, mate? I'm trying. But wargaming are not making it easier for me, you know. Everything's against me. Allegedly. I mean, the 268 is a great tank, to be honest with you. I mean, you can play it quite aggressively with its trolley armour. Again, it does have trolley armour. And if you know how to wriggle this thing, then boy, you can have some great fun in it. It's a fantastic tank. So he's doing particularly well here, is that what she said. And I do like the 268. I mean, I really do. I do like the 268. But it happens. By the time this finishes, that's what she said. You better hurry up. You haven't got long to finish this game. I may have to cut it short because the room will be open now. I don't think you're gonna. You've got basically a minute and a half left to wrap this up, Adam. If you don't wrap it up, Adam, then I'm gonna have to turn it off. I'm gonna have to show it again later. TPP. It's 28 minutes past. Click off. 32 minutes past. So basically, you've got until 30 minutes past. Hurry up, Adam. You've already done 5,600. Go and get the 6k. You're taking too long. Drop your adrenaline. It's not epic. You're taking too long. You're biting into tournament time. I'm cutting this one close, man. What'd be epic is if you finished it with like now. You better ammo rack this Kranwagen. I'm telling you, it better be an ammo rack. It's not an ammo rack. You just tracked him. I like the 268 better, to be honest with you. Hey Jack, I heard your stream finished early. Right, Adam, you've got like 30 seconds to kill the Kranwagen. Else I'm going to tell everybody it's a heartbreaker and you only got a first class. You've literally got 30 seconds. You're jerking me around now, Adam. Just finish him off. I've named an 8,204. The best you can get is 8,500. That's the best you can get. Adam, you better kill him as he comes down. Good. Good. Right. I'm going to quickly rush. Great mastery. 8,568 damage. 5 kills. You took too long though. So I've got to rush through it. We'll come back. Here we are. E4D against Calm out on Middleburg. So already we've got the teams readied up. Looking at the Calm team, we have Tinko and an IS4 Calm K and a T22 Drabado in an E5, Haru in an E5, Manko in a T22, Licorice in an IS4, and Taichan in an E5. Looking over at E4D, we have Mama in a Kranwagen, Baba in an IS4, Baby in a Kranwagen, Koyo in an IS4, Near Nudity in a Kranwagen, Papa in a Kranwagen, and Mila in a Kranwagen. Interesting lineups. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Kranwagens and 2 IS4s. That may be that's an interesting strat. That is an interesting strat, to be fair. Let's see how E4D play that one. Calm with a more traditional lineup. 3 5s, 2 IS4s, and 2 T22 mediums. 5 Kranwagens. Okay, altogether it's a lot of DPM. If they all unload their clips though, it's easy targets. I don't know if I'm convinced. I don't know if I am convinced. Yeah, Jack, I'm switching it on and off myself because I'm giving my wife a hard time. Basically. It's near nudish, not near nudist. Near nudity, near nudish. Oh, these names kill me. So looking at the hit points, E4D do have more hit points, but they have got 5 Kranwagens and 2 IS4s. So that's going to account for that one, yeah. It's going to be an interesting one. It is going to be an interesting one. Let's get up high and see. I'm more interested not in Calm. I mean, Calm's got a traditional lineup and traditional meta. Now, the whole of E4D are heading up. Manko and Calm are gonna be spotting. So Calm Kazoo spots Mama and Baba along with Manko. Mama already getting a smacking. Now we can see here the rest of the Kranwagens, of which there are many, are heading up top. So the entire E4D team is up top. This is going to allow Calm to cap C, which they're going to do. They're going to take the cap. Calm Kazoo is going to roll out of there. B cap is now being taken. Calm are going to be able to take the cap points here. And we are watching E4D just basically Iron Fist steamroll over the top here. Now, okay, they are dishing out damage, but at the same time, Baba is very aggressive in the IS4. You can see Calm is just retreating, letting them come, because they know that if they come over this ridge, they stop being hauled down and the Kranwagens become easier to hit. So Calm is just taking this ridge line, letting E4D push onto them, and the way they've lined up, they're just waiting. I don't know if this is a wise move from E4D. It may work because all their Kranwagens are basically fully loaded apart from the Anudish. The IS4, so Coconut goes down in the E5 there, and at the moment Calm Kazoo is looking particularly bad. Drabado here is going to be pushed, but look, I mean, Near Nudish now is out. So let's get back up here. I mean, Calm are losing this. This is good stuff actually from E4. I was not convinced that 5 Kranwagens were going to work. Down goes Baby. But now they've just lost Drabado. So they've only got IS4s and E5. No, they haven't got an E5 because Taichan has gone down. They've only got the 2 IS4s left. It did work. I am surprised. That has taken me completely by surprise. I thought Calm may have done that a little bit differently. This is good stuff from E4D. Down goes an IS4. We only have Licorice drop left. He is not going to last much longer. Let's get into his turret and see. He is just surrounded by a load of DPM clippers. I mean, you can see they're all empty. I mean, they're only loading one shell at a time. The DPM is pants when you get it out. But it has worked for them. They absolutely bled Calm. And it was just an Iron Fist rush over the top. I mean, that is unbelievable. I really didn't think that would work the way it did. Absolutely, congratulations to E4D. I mean, that is spectacular to watch. I was not convinced, but wow. tell me I'm wrong. And they really put me in my place. They really, really did put me in my place there. Totally shocked, totally surprised, and very, very impressed indeed. Very impressed with that. What an interesting strat. Wowzers. That is impressive. I won't lie to you. I am impressive. I am impressed. Excuse me while I sup some coffee. So, this is quarterfinals. E4D straight away, 1 foot into the semi-final. We are now switching those spawn points here on Middleburg, with Calm now on the north spawn, E4D on the south spawn. And we're just waiting for the teams to ready up. We've got, so far, E4D, we have Mama in a Kranwagen, Baba in an IS4, Baby in a Kranwagen, Koyo in a T22, Nia in a Vickers Light, Papa in an IS4, and Miller in a Kranwagen. Moving over to Calm, we have Tinko in an E5, Calm, Kazoo in a T22, Haru Coconut in an E5, Manko in a T22, Hyrogen in an IS4, Licorice in an E5, and Taichan in an E5. So again, we have a bit of more traditional meta from Calm compared to E4D. This is interesting. I'm liking the way E4D are thinking at the moment. That was an interesting strat, guys. Like I said, I wasn't fully convinced, but you know what? I'm convinced. That was an impressive gameplay. I keep telling you, clan to be open. Keep your eye on this clan. So the call from Calm is to go to C. Let's see how E4D play this one. So Calm is called C, so let's get up there. Already we have Nia Nudish in the Vickers getting to the spotting position. He's going to be supported by the T22s. The T22s of Manko and Calm Kazoo are up there already. So Nia Nudish is already spotting up Calm Kazoo. T22 of Koyo, however, is dropping down towards the B cap. He is going to take B. The rest of the team, apart from Mama in the Kranwagen there, are heading up north here. And you can see that Tinko is the only one in Calm's team to stay back near the spawn. Here come Calm up the hill in their E5s, but the IS4 and the E5 just holding back a little bit, which is interesting. Licorice Drop is moving forward. He's been spotted. T22 of Koyo has taken B. He's now going to rotate up north. E4D are just taking defensive positions. Calm here. They did call C, but now they're not going to C. They're now going back down. Tinko is in the city already in the E5. B cap has already been taken. This is an interesting strat by Calm. Nia Nudish is trying to get those spots, find out what's going on with the Calm team. Now the A cap is being taken. Nia Nudish has spotted Tinko, so he knows that they've got A and B caps covered. That is going to give the call to the guys up top that they can push on to C, which is what they're doing. We have Calm Kazoo, Manko and Licorice Drop here trying to defend that, but the push is on to C. So I'm not surprised that E4D are now pushing this way. Calm Kazoo very aggressive in the T22 here. He's going to be isolated and caught off guard. There's a lot of E4D tanks that are up here. This is going to be a disaster for Calm Kazoo. He is just being focused and farmed. He goes down. Don't think that was a wise move, to be fair, Calm Kazoo. The rest of Calm again dropping down. They haven't got the cap advantage. They've dropped down. And look at that, Mamo's got 3 shots into the side of Tia-Chan. Tia-Chan is now basically, even though dropping reactive armor is basically a one-shot. The IS-4 and Mila in the Kranwagen are looking for that. Mila may go down here though in the Kranwagen. May be able to get a shot into Tia-Chan before they go down. Baba gets him though, but Mila is going to go down. There goes Mila. But already 2 tanks down for Calm. The IS-4 the IS-4's gone down. No point going down there. So I mean, this is a rout realistically against Calm by E4D. An interesting one. Calm threw their tanks away there, and I'm quite not understanding why, to be honest with you. Down goes Baba, but the advantage is so firmly with E4D. Manco is probably going to go down here. Yep, there we go. Manco goes down. Now they're going to look at Licorice drop. Near Nudish comes in. He doesn't care about Haru Coconut. They're going to bleed out Licorice drop and get rid of him. He's gone. Down goes Tinko, leaving Haru Coconut as the last man standing. Oops. Oh, there he is. So Haru Coconut is last man standing. It doesn't matter, they've won on points anyway. I just thought Calm threw their tanks away there. To be honest with you, I think Heresian here in the IS-4, crossing where he crossed, knowing that the battle was up at the sea cap, was a potentially foolhardy move. And Calm Kazoo, I hate to say it because he's a great player. Don't know what Calm Kazoo was doing, being so isolated out on his own. That could have been a bad call. I mean, the call could have been, push C, and he was the only one to react because the rest of the team just went down. And he was meant to have support from the E5 and the other T22, but it just didn't happen, which resulted in E4D effectively, turning them over. It was a rout, to be fair. So great play by E4D there. I think Calm had a few mistakes in both those games, to be honest with you, which cost them. But taking nothing away from E4D, they played the first game. That 5 Kranwagens and 2 IS-4s it was spectacular to watch. Second game, well, I think Calm just handed it to them. If the truth be known. I mean, that's what I think. I don't know what you guys think. But that's what it looked like at this end. I'm sorry to be harsh on you, Calm, but that's what it looked like, mate. It looked like that you were sort of giving it away, to be fair. You were handing it to them on a plate. So Calm go out of this stage. E4D get into the semi-final. We don't know who they're off against yet. Let's have a look who Cats were playing. They're playing RN. That'll be a tough game for Cats. But it can also be a tough game for RN. GV, they're playing EA. So the only result so far is the one we've just seen. Feast have lost to ID. So ID have turned over Feast. They will go into the semi-finals today. Feast have gone out. Don't know who ID are playing. Oh, they're playing HLV, so that's a double header. I mean, that's a big game. ID are a great clan. HLV recently won the Blitz Cup in Asia, so that is a big game. So who did HLV play? Who have they taken down? They've taken out Low. So how is Dur doing? Well, Dur have turned over Cam 1. They will face off on GSM in the semi-finals in about 20 minutes. So we know that Dur are through, GSM are through, HLV and ID. It's this one we don't know yet. So E4D, we still don't know who their opponent is at this moment in time. We know Calm have gone. RN, well, they're playing Cats right now, so we don't know. And GV is the other one we're looking at, and they're playing EA, so we don't know as of yet. And I've run out of replays. I have run out of replays. Let me see if anybody sent me any replays, because I've run out of replays, which is like really annoying, because I don't play on PC, and because I don't play on PC, I can't show you a game. I can only show you replays. Let's see if I've got any replays hanging around that I can show. Ooh, we should have. Done that, done that, done that. Let's have a look at this one. This is XS in the 268. Another 268. Popular tank is the 268. So I'm still wondering there what Calm were doing, to be honest with you. I mean, the first game, I can kind of forgive them. I mean, 5 crown bargains, and you know. But the second game, it just looked like there was some mistakes going on, some silly positioning that really cost them, and cost them a lot. Yeah, I mean, Calm, like I said, I mean, again, I'm not trying to be overly critical on Calm, but it looked a strange strat in that second game. Really did. And Kazoo really far forward and isolated and on his own, whilst you can see that E4D are pushing through the sea cap. So yeah, and like I say many times, at this stage, simple tiny mistakes like that just get absolutely punished. You know what I mean? Absolutely punished. You know, when you know, it's great to sit here in your armchair and say, Calm Kazoo played like a noob there, they play like a 40%er. Well, it's just amplified. I mean, it's probably the call. You know, he thought he had tanks behind him, and once you're in that position, it's very difficult to rotate out of that position. And because it's just a little mistake, just a tiny little mistake, because we've all done it, at this level of the game, with these type of teams, that mistake is amplified by like 100%. So the tiniest little mistake makes it look like it really is worse than what it is. So, you know, it's just the way the tournament scene works, unfortunately. And this is what the teams wait for. They wait for little mistakes to pounce upon them. So, but yeah, I mean E4D, I tell you, team to keep an eye on. And Jack saying in the chat there, at this rate they'll be top 8. I'm telling you, E4D, a team to keep your eye on. Great shot excess. Because they're looking, you know, they're looking tight. They are looking tight. And after this replay, we'll go back and see who's in the semi-finals, what upsets there are, if any. We already know Feast is out. They will not be progressing into tomorrow, which is the final stage of previous skill number 2. That'll be a blow for Feast, because they've lost cups from that. And that's what it's all about. It's about cups. It's all about cups. Because the more cups you get, that's a great mastery, by the way. So the more cups you get, the better chance of getting into the top 8. And Feast going out today means they don't get the cups for the rest of the day, and they don't get any cups tomorrow. I mean, that's a big blow. That is a big blow for a clan like Feast. So far we still know that only E4D is in the semi-final. So have a look, RN. They were playing Cats. They turned over Cats. So RN are in, so that is not that much of a shock. Let's have a look at GV, they're the other big name. GV are playing E4D, so we'll be watching GV and E4D. So we just don't know, it's either, is it RI and ENT, isn't it? Yeah, so we're still waiting on finding out who this one is. This is the last one to come through. We've already got GSM, HLV and ID into Group 2's semi-finals. So we're just waiting. We are going out with, as I said, GV and E4D. So we're just waiting. And got some little baby from E4D. Hello. So we're just waiting to see now what goes on. Have I got any replays? I was looking at replays, wasn't I? Because we've got time for more replays. What else have I got? What else have I got that I haven't played yet? I think I've shown this. I'm not sure. I don't care. I'm going to show it again. It's Rolling Swarm. Rolling out on his AMX 30B. Everybody likes watching Rolling Swarm. What's the problem? Just revel in Rolling Swarm. I'm still waiting to see. Just going through and checking some out. I'm not going to comment on Rolling Swarm's replay. You can just watch and revel in Mr. Daddy Swarm. He's a daddy now, bless him. Showing us his skills in an AMX-30B. Great little tank, by the way, the AMX-30B. I do like it. I'm not good in it, but I do like it. It's a nice tank. Anyway, congratulations, Jack, on your first pot of gold. That's nice, man. Gives you a warm, fuzzy feeling. Shows you that you're appreciated. I'm surprised Ronnie got out of that with only minor scratches to his paintwork. That's very true, David. Small mistakes can have a massive impact, and they generally do at this level. They generally do. As I keep saying, I mean, this level, those mistakes are just amplified massively. You know, what would be losing a couple of hit points, you know, in a random battle, is getting annihilated at this level. So it's 2v4 here. Rolling desperate to get that porta potty out of the way, and he does. Oh, players 4. Show me your engine deck. Thank you very much, says Rolling. T57 Heavy finally wakes up, gets involved. Decided that playing a TD, oh sorry, not playing a TD, but he thought he was playing a TD, is not wise. And down goes IS4. Chieftain, you show me your engine deck now, that's what I'd like to see, thank you very much. Try and track you, yeah, we'll get away with that. Maybe we can put another one into you. Well, you killed the 57 Heavy. Oh, let's get another one into you. Oh, Rolling hitting the pillar. It was not part of the bargain. Come on, Chieftain. YOLO. Come on, Chieftain. Let's play Ring a Roses. Here we go. La 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 la. Bye. So harsh. Hello, Super Conk. Yes, hello. Shall we play Ring the Roses as well? Come on then. La 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 la. It's brilliant. Oh, I shouldn't laugh really at others' expense. La 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 la. You go that way, I go this way. Yes. Oh, turret hatch. No, ricochet. Darn it. We have a Mexican standoff. I've never understood what a Mexican standoff actually is, but that's what that is called. It's called a Mexican standoff. Here we go. I show you, you show me. Boom. La 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 la. Okay, let's swap positions. You go that side, I'll go this side. But I'm bored on this side, so let's keep going round and go back to our original positions. There we go. Lovely. Okay, who blinks first? Therein lies the question. Oof! Didn't think you wanted to do that. You blinked far too quickly, but that is a shocker. Mr. Swarm, what kind of shot was that, man? La 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 la, let's go, maybe, let's go, maybe, yes, boom. Ooh, nerves, excitement, rolling, playing with his food. Great mastery, 6,771, but look at these credits. Look at this obscene amount of credits. It's just obscene. Obscene, I tell you. Obscene. So, that was Mr. Swarm. So, we're going out in about 5 minutes, and we will be getting the invite soon. I'm looking at it. We should now have the final stages. There we go. ENT are through. I need to get back here because we will be having it come through very shortly, in about 30 seconds or so. Not long now before we get that invite. Let us see what we can see. Must admit, E4D looking good, man. They are looking good. However, is this going to put them to the test? They are going now against GV. A very impressive clan is GV. So, are they? My favourite tank, hey human, is a mouse. Because you can't really screw up in a mouse, to be fair. Even when you do screw up, it doesn't look like you've screwed up. You can get away with it, so to speak. But I also like the IS-7. I like a lot of tanks, but the mouse is my favourite. Let's jump in the room. Let's get ready. So here we are, Desert Sands, always a lovely and interesting map. Do you go desert? Do you go city? Wow, you just never know, do you? I mean, this is the great thing about it. So, GV, have already read it up. They're always eager as GV. So, we have Professor in a T-22, Oslo in a Kranwagen. You killed, I can't remember what his full name is now. What is it? You killed by, that's it. I keep getting that one wrong. You killed by in an IS-4, Doha in a Kranwagen, Moscow in an E5, Paris in an E5, and Tokyo in an E5. That's looking like a desert strat to me. Now moving over to E4D, we have Baba in an E4, Baby in a Kranwagen, Koyo in an E5, Nia, what is it? I keep forgetting it. What is it? Nia Nudish. That's it. Nia Nudish in a Vickers Light, Papa in an E5, Mila in a Kranwagen, and Peanuts in an E5. Mama and Boku sat on the bench. No, Mila is on the bench. And in comes Mama in a Kranwagen. This is what we're looking at. Now, looking at their lineup, that's also looking suspiciously like a desert strat. We could be in for a brawl. Nothing wrong with a brawl. We like a good brawl. 2 Kranwagens so far on GV's team, and 2 Kranwagens so far on E4D. 1 IS on both sides. In fact, it's almost a mirror lineup apart from the Vickers Light and the T22. So it's looking like it's going to be almost a mirror strat, to be fair. That's an interesting one. I'm looking forward to this. I am really looking forward to this. 2 great clans, as I said. I mean, GV is a fantastic clan. They had a really great year last year in 2020. Didn't take home the trophy at the Blitz Cup. That went to HLV, but they gave it a good bash, and they almost came from nowhere last year. GV had a stunning season. Really coming to prominence in the summer tour, and then really looking good in the autumn season. E4D, well, don't know much about them, to be honest with you. But they've really been impressive this tour. And I must admit, I keep telling everybody, and I know I'm repeating myself, these are a clan to keep your eye open, to keep your eye on, because they've been very impressive. They have been very impressive. We've got about, just over half a minute to go now before we start this semi-final. The loser, not to despair, they will go into the 3rd place playoff. Which does happen. But we are following E4D, so if E4D win, we will go out and watch the final. Time is slowly ticking down. I'm really looking forward to this one, considering that meta lineup. They are almost a mirror image, apart from the Vickers Light and the T22. That's really interesting. And now they get to see the lineups for the first time. It's an interesting one. So hit points. GV just topping the hit points there, mainly because they have a T22 rather than a Vickers. But it's nothing, to be honest. Let's get up high into the back of the map. I mean, we're expecting a desert strat from both teams, so I'm going to head down. We're following Nia Nudish here in the Vickers. Professor, so almost equal strat. So automatically Professor is spotted Nia Nudish. Tokyo taking a bit of a smacking there. Let's move away from here and see what's going down on the tracks. You killed by in the IS4, so Tokyo jumping onto the tracks. You killed by coming down or joining him. This is an aggressive strat by GV. It's a strat that the clans are liking at the moment, coming down the tracks and then going onto the bridge. And you can see here the E5s of E4D just holding back the crown back. Great shot that by Mama. Tokyo really getting pummeled. Really good focus fire there. So Tokyo's having to reassess his position. Moscow's coming in. Mama is saying attack Tokyo. So the call is to focus Tokyo, and that should be the call. Now the blue team, which is GV, are capping A, so they are going to get cap advantage. But look at the way that the E5s are just holding back here, waiting for GV to push. That is what they're doing. They are waiting. They are in no rush here. They are waiting for GV to push them. Great shot into the Kranwagen there of Mama. Whoever did that, that was a fantastic shot from there. Oslo now in the Kranwagen, trying to be slightly more aggressive, trying to get those spots. They now know where the E5s are. Now, GV do have the advantage. They don't have the hit point advantage, but they do have the base advantage. And you can see that GV is stacking their tanks up to look at these E5s. The two Kranwagens here of Mama, but the Vickers and the IS4s pushing down onto you killed by. Near Nudish really getting pummeled though. Need to follow this for the moment. Near Nudish giving as good as he gets, but you killed by really giving some pain. Professor comes in to help out. They could take down Near Nudish here. Near Nudish gets out of the way. The rest of GV is pushing down on the E5s. But you can see you killed by is dangerously. Near Nudish has gone down. We expected that. You killed by is looking very low. Now the counter push by the E5s here of E4D. Trying to push down onto the E5s and the Kranwagens of GV. But Papa getting tracked and then getting a lot of hit points taken away from him. Kranwagens have come in to join this fray. Down goes Baba and the IS4. So 2 tanks down for E4D. GV have now got the advantage. Oslo goes down in the Kranwagen. Paris is still alive though. He's the danger tank. Down goes the other Kranwagen. No, sorry, down doesn't go Kranwagen. It was Papa who went down by Doha in the Kranwagen. Now E4D are on the back foot. Boom goes Peanuts. Boom goes Mama. Baby and Koyo left. Down goes you killed by, but down goes Koyo, leaving just one Kranwagen left, that of Baby. Great stuff by GV. Interesting strat to begin with by E4D, just holding back, but great counter maneuvers. Control of the map and rotation by GV. Can't fault them. To be honest with you, they worked that map. Wow. I mean, that was spectacular gameplay by GV. I mean, the way that Professor came in to help out you killed by and the IS4 tackling the Vickers Light of Near Nudish was just beautiful to watch. And whilst that little battle was going on, the push onto the E5s and then the retreat as the E5s counter pushed, locking them into a lot of crossfire. Can't complain. GV outplayed E4D. So, swapping of the spawn points here on Desert Sands. Bit of a change in the meta for GV. Bring out Professor in the T22, Oslo in the Kranwagen, Berlin coming in the IS4, you killed by in an IS4, Doha in a Kranwagen, Moscow in an E5, and Tokyo in an E5. Moving over to E4D, we have Mama in a Kranwagen, Baba in an IS4, Baby in a Kranwagen, Koyo in an E5, Nia in a Vickers, Papa in an E5, and Peanuts in an IS4. So swapping those spawn points, this time E4D on the south spawn, GV on the north. GV already got one foot in today's final, which will knock E4D down to third place playoff, but you know, all to play for, all to play for. And I keep forgetting it's Near Nudish. I keep wanting to say nudity or nudism or something. I keep forgetting it's Near Nudish. Sorry about that, Near Nudish. So we'll soon find out who is this going to be. A GV final, or E4D going to take it to a decider? Time will tell. So again, not much change in the meta on either side, realistically. Let's get up high into the back of the map. It is going to be a desert strat again. Yeah, Near Nudish in the Vickers Light. Let's follow him. Professor in the T22, almost mirroring what they did in the last game. And as you can see, Professor here is just going to carry on going, I think. He's going to push down onto Near Nudish in the Vickers. No, he's not. He's decided not to. I thought he was going to then. Here come the IS4s of Berlin and you killed by. But Peanuts and Baba are also coming around to try and get shots into the back of them. That was not expected by GV. That's a good move by E4D's IS4s there. You killed by really getting a smacking. However, the E5s now kick into play along with the Kranwagens, pushing the IS4s back onto the bridge. You kill by and Berlin quite aggressive, quite forward. Professor doing a flank round. And if we look at the way that the tanks are stacked up so far, E4D's Kranwagens are just slightly out of it. Berlin, however, and you kill by getting a smacking. Now comes Moscow and Toyo pushing down on the E5s. They can see that they can probably get some shots in here, put some damage onto these E5s. However, look under the bridge. I'm just going to leave that for the moment because there's a push from E4D trying to get round, put him into a crossfire. You kill by is in trouble here. He's going to go down. There he goes. This is a good move by E4D. Hell, down goes Berlin and down goes Koyo. GV have lost 2 tanks now. Papa, however, is looking worse for wear. They had a good crossfire, did E4D, but they managed to get 2 of the big tanks down, 2 IS4s. But Papa here is looking worse for wear. Professor may be able to clear up there. Yes, he does. Now, GV, are they just focusing the Mama? They're looking to go and get rid of this. And again, Professor in the T-22 looking to clear up. There he goes. This time Tokyo is going to go down here. He's not going to last. No, he's not. But again, Peanuts this time is the focus. Peanuts goes down. Again, Doha this time clearing up. Now we've got Baba, Near Nudish and Baby left. Who is the focus? It's the IS-4 by looks on it. The IS-4 is the call. Moscow, Oslo, Doha all coming in to give poor Baba a hard time. Professor just holding back there in the T-22. This is going to be one again for GV. Near Nudish desperately trying to get out of the way, but the Kranwagen of Baby chasing down Professor. It's not going to pay off for him though, because he's going to run into 2 Kranwagens, Doha and Oslo. Oslo is out, Doha is out. Professor has peeled off. I'm going to leave that because the Kranwagens take a long time. Moscow, Professor and Near Nudish here, all toying. Near Nudish really being played around with. He's managed to take a lot of hit points out the way. He may be able to get down. Oh, he does. He takes Professor. But Near Nudish on what? 28 hit points. Baby goes down. Near Nudish, 28 hit points. There's not much he can do. Great shot by Moscow from the top of the ridge. Unlucky Near Nudish. Great takedown of Professor there though. But it wasn't to be. E4D will go into the semi-finals. Sorry, we'll go into the 3rd place playoff. They played well, but they were just again outplayed. Much better focus fire, I'm afraid, from GV. But wow, what can I say? That is just fantastic stuff by GV. That looked like with the push through and onto the bridge by E4D, they were going to catch them off guard. But the thing is, at the end of the day, GV are an experienced clan. The way they managed to then turn their tanks around and control the map was just beautiful to watch. That is why they have been so dominant in the tour circuit on Asia. To be honest with you, they're able to react nicely. They've come a long way since we've seen them. I mean, a lot of people said they, after the autumn season Tier 8 tour, that they weren't a Tier 10 tournament clan. Well, they've proved all those detractors wrong. They are. So, GV will go into today's final. E4D will go into 3rd place playoff. I believe. Let me have a look. Yep, they do. It's going to be on Faust. We're just waiting for the results of ENT against RN. They are still playing, so we don't know yet. Moving down the list into Group 2, where we had ID and HLV. That was going to be a great match. ID have beaten HLV. So ID will go into the finals against GSM. And GSM have turned over Durr. So wow. That's an upset. HLV losing to ID. ID back to winning ways maybe. We're still waiting to find out who E4D are going to be playing. We just don't know yet. I can't play a replay because as soon as they get to find out who it is, it goes boom straight into the third place playoff. So we've just got to wait to see who they're going to be paired up with. And still waiting to find out who they're going to be playing. Seems that the other game is really going down to the wire with RN here. We haven't had the invite come through yet, so we will get an invite telling us, as I said, I can't play a replay because as soon as that match finishes, then it goes boom. You sort of get third place playoff immediately. You know, it's not like you have to wait 20 minutes or something. It is literally almost immediate. So I'm just waiting on that. It seems that RN is being pushed as far as they can against ENT. So we still do not know. What we do know is that HLV are not going through to the final today. They are going to third place playoff, where they are playing DER. So HLV and DER are into the third place playoff. Team ID beating them. Team ID will be happy with that. Oh, we still don't know who is who and where is what. We still do not know. I'm expecting it to be E4D and ENT, but it seems like ENT are giving RN a hard time, or the other way around. Still don't know. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. I mean, it's interesting because ENT's win rate is like 61% compared to RN's win rate, which is 66%. But RN have been struggling, to be honest with you. It's interesting. I mean, RN have been struggling since summer last year, to be honest. They had a disappointing autumn season and a disappointing blitz, a very disappointing autumn season, to be fair. And they've been struggling to get back to form since then. We're still waiting. I mean, if we have a look at the other group, I mean, HLV are going off now. I mean, right now they are off. Whereas we still haven't got a result in this match yet. So I mean, that's what we're waiting on. And as I said, I mean, it looks like this one's going all the way down to the very wire. Because normally you get they've tied it up by now, but they're not in this game. So we haven't had the invite come through. I pressed GV. I meant to press RN. Nope, we still haven't got. We still haven't got a result, which means we haven't got an invite. It's not come through yet. This is interesting. And we saw this yesterday with RN, they struggled. We still don't know. We still do not know. RN struggled yesterday in the semi-final, and they're struggling again today. So it's an interesting one. And we still don't know. Wow, it's really going. It must be really intense stuff, that game. It's obviously gone to the decider, and it's a damn shame we can't see what's going on. It's gone to the decider, and it's got to be close. I mean, it's got to be going down fully to the wire. And there you go. RN get turned over by ENT. ENT are straight in to... RN turn over ENT. RN will go into the final, and ENT straight into the third place playoff. Whichever would I choose most for the tournament? I'd choose the E5. Why? Because it has mobility, it has a great rate of fire, it has a good DPM, and you can do a lot more with it than you can an IS4. Let's get in there. Right then, so we have E4D against ENT. I've never streamed ENT, so excuse me, I don't know your names, guys. We're on Faust, and it is still best of 3. So it's the first 2 victories. So already E4D have read it up. We have Mama in a 215B, Baba in a Kranwagen, Baby in a Kranwagen, Koyo in an IS4, Papa in an AMX50B, Mila in an IS4, and Peanut in a T57 Heavy. Looking over at ENT, we have one Ron in a Kranwagen. Who's this? This is Bandori. I'm going to call you Bandori. Bandori in an IS4, Gosh in an E5. Necromancer, I know Necromancer, I didn't know you were ENT. Necromancer in a T22, or renamed user, I know you as well, renamed user, in a Vickers Light. Is this Reaper? Yes, I know Reaper also. Reaper in a Kranwagen, and Juicy in an E5. So, we're just waiting for it to ready up. No, it isn't tomorrow, the tournament. It's the day after, but you know what I meant. So we're just waiting for them to ready up. We've still got 2.5 minutes for this third place playoff. So we'll see. Hang on, my wife is just coming in, so I need to talk to her. This is what happens, you see, when you have a child. You have to do teacher conferences and stuff. So that's all that was. I'm being slapped around. Basically. So now we've got Near Nudish in an AMX50B, Papa in a 50B, Koyo in an IS4, Baby in a Kranwagen, Baba in a Kranwagen, Mama still in a 215B, Mila we're not sure yet, might be in an IS4, don't know, definitely in an IS4. Go back over, we've got one Run in Kranwagen, Bandori in an IS4, Gosh in an E5, Necromancer now in a T22, renamed User in a Vickers, Reaper in a Kranwagen, and Juicy still in an E5. So, Mama may be changing tanks. Don't know. They've still got over a minute, you see, so they're still looking at their strats, wondering what to do, where to play, what meta to choose for what strat. No, Mama is staying in the 215B. So double 50B for E4D, that's an interesting one. I mean, when you get it to work, boy, does it work. I mean, the AMX 50B is fantastic. I remember, and Jack should know this, he's in the chat, I remember doing the CIS Blitz Cup and watching C4 take 5, that's right, 5 AMX 50Bs and 2 Progettos. Wow, that was a strat. And that was on Middleburg of all maps. And you know what? They pulled it off. It was fantastic to watch. And E4D, we saw E4D do that today. 5 Kranwagens and 2 IS4s. So they did a similar strat. But unlike C4, E4D went up, C4 went down, and they really hurt Mercy. I believe they were playing Mercy. And we were all shocked. It was like, wow. But anyway, time for the talking of that rubbish is over. That was last year. This is this year, and we're into Faust. This is the 3rd place playoff for today to see who gets into the final rounds for group number 2, for previous year number 2. So let's get up high and to the back of the map. Faust is always an interesting map. It's a big map, 4 cap points. And already we've got Bandori and the IS4 heading down with Reaper and Iron overlooking that C cap. The AMX 50Bs, they're pushing straight through. They're not even bothering to cap E4D. They're just pushing en masse right through. They're going to try and get to some great positions. They now know that the C cap is occupied. And they know the A cap, so they know that they've got a tank advantage, which is why they're continuing their push. IS4 of Kaio going forward. Stopping, not going up the ramp yet, trying to reset the cap, too late. But Bandori really getting a pummeling there. He can take it because he's in a IS4. And this time, Baby in the Crown Wagon going up high. Looking to get shots onto Reaper. Both are hauled down, so it's going to be pretty difficult. That is exactly what they're doing. If we look at the back, if we look behind, we've got the IS4s, the AMX 50Bs pushing through, trying to get around the back, trying to get into the back of Bandori and Reaper. And this could be good. Reaper desperately trying to get out of there, losing a shitload of hit points. Those AMX 50Bs now kicking in. Reaper desperately trying to get around the corner. Bandori, you thought he was around the corner, but he's not. He's now left tentatively on 95 hit points. Bandori is also low. Kaio is going to be able to come around and take out Bandori. No, that's it. There they go. But ENT trying with the counter push. Down goes Mama in the 215B by rename user in the Vickers. Necromancer coming in to help out. Juicy coming down, trying to push down on Baba. Baba goes down. This is a good flanking move by ENT. They've only lost 1 tank, whereas E4D has now lost 3 tanks. Down goes Mila, and it's all in this area, and we can't really see it. Down goes one of the AMXs. Papa is gone, and I hate this part of the map. Crown Wagon and Baby is trying desperately to get out of there. Necromancer has got rear shots. Koyo is surrounded, so Koyo is not good. Near Nudish here, toying with the Crown Wagon, both on long reloads. Near Nudish may not load before the single shot of the Crown Wagon. Down goes Baby. Iron will now go down, but Necromancer comes in to help out. No, Iron is not gone down. Necromancer takes down Near Nudish, and it's all over. Koyo goes down because we weren't able to get there in time. That is fantastic stuff by ENT. Absolutely fantastic stuff. And you can see that, I mean, great move by E4D, but what a flanking movement by ENT there. Eventually only losing 1 tank. That was Bandori Girls Band in the IS4. And it was a great moves by ENT there. So, switching those spawn points here on Faust. E4D now on the north spawn and ENT on the south. Rechanging their tactics, methinks, will be E4D. Oh, Nana and Baba both in bat chat. Double bat chat, that's an interesting one. Looking to run around the map, possibly. But they've still got plenty of time to ready up, which is what they're doing. ENT, they are almost taking away the cups for third place today. So E4D have read it up first. We have Mama in a Crown Wagon, Baba in a Bat Chat, Baby in a Crown Wagon, Koyo in an E5, Nia in a Bat Chat, Papa in an E5, and Mila in a Crown Wagon. So a lot of mobility there. A lot of mobility with those Bat Chats. Looking at ENT, we've got Iron in a Crown Wagon, Bandori in an IS4, Gosh in an E5, Necromancer in a T22, Renamed User in a Vickers, Reaper in a Crown Wagon, and Juicy in an E5. So here we go. It's going to be an interesting one again. Bat Chats this time instead of double AMX50B. Still Clippers, but this time very quick ones. No change realistically to ENT, and at the moment the advantage is with ENT, but the time for talking about the last match is again over, and we're now into the next match. Hit points, well, there's hardly anything in it. It's like 300 hit points in favour of E4D, but that's nothing at this level, to be honest with you. So let's see what they're going to do this time. Well, we have ENT this time staying as a group, not pushing, apart from Necromancer, who's probably overlooking the AK. Now, Rename User, I'm expecting to go down here to this bush to try and get those early spots, but no, he's not. He's going up high. And again, we've got the Bat Chats here, doing almost similar to what the AMX50Bs did in the last game. Koyo getting caught out. BCAP is being looked at. They're trying to get through the middle here, the Crown Wagons. Trying to get round. That's a bold move, interesting move. Bandori girls here really getting a bit of a pummeling. I mean, that is a bold move, bringing those Crown Wagons over there. But Koyo caught out slightly. He's managing to weather that storm. Crown Wagons now rotating back down, looking to get shots into Bandori. Bandori is looking to push Koyo because Koyo is now really isolated, out on a limb. Crown Wagons of Iron coming down along with Reaper. Koyo is going to go down here, bleeding heavily. There he goes. Bandori Girls is bleeding heavily, but Juicy has come around. Down goes Mama to, I think it was Juicy. Juicy now getting out of there. Gets a shot from Mila, but another rotation. Gosh is pushing down on him. The Vickers of Rename User is pushing down. Necromancer coming in behind of the Crown Wagon of Mila, ignoring the Crown Wagon, going for the Bat Chat. Great shot into the back of the Bat Chat of Baba there. Baba being harried by the T22 of Necromancer. We're going to leave that and get back over here. So down goes the Crown Wagon. Sorry, no, yeah, Mama went down. Mila went down, sorry. So Baby here. Juicy and Reaper looking to bet shots into Baby. Reaper coming around the back to get shot into the rear of Baby. Baby is going to be in trouble. Baby is in trouble. Juicy has gone down though. That was a great move there. So far Rename Users down in the Vickers as well. Reaper giving Baby a hard time. But now Baby, oh gosh you're beautiful, takes out Baby. Papa in the E5 comes around to try and get shots into Gosh You're Beautiful. But he gets tracked by Iron. Now Gosh You're Beautiful maybe be able to finish him off here. No, he hasn't loaded. He's got a loader problem. I think. Necromancer has also been tracked. Reaper Papa goes down. Bat Chats on our left. Baba on 148 points. Nia Nudish. Let's get over there because Iron's going to push down on Nia Nudish. Yes, Iron is pushing. Nia Nudish gets out of there though. Baba is running around the map like a crazy thing, trying to get away from them all. There you go. He's going to try and get some shots into Iron, but they've got the caps. They have got the caps. This is a game for ENT, to be perfectly honest with you, because they'll win it on caps. Even if they lose Iron now, they've still got Necromancer on full HP. Nia Nudish is just... Oh, that's a great shot into Nia Nudish. bringing him down, whittling him down. Batchat of Baba is just staying out of there. He's only on 440 hit points. Nia Nudish is getting out of there, but look at the base points just ticking out. It's a great shot by Baba though, good move. But down goes Baba. Oh, taken out by Iron. Nia Nudish is the last man standing. Necromancer has still got all his HP. Gosh, you're beautiful. Maybe able to take him down here. Maybe. Oh no, it's Iron. So it does go to ENT. ENT grab third place here today on Asia. Great stuff by ENT. Can't fault them for that. Sorry, sterling effort by E4D, however. Fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff. So that's it. Everybody beeps. The final has just kicked off, but we're not watching it. Unfortunately, it's GV against RN. It's literally just kicking off now, but that's it. That's the stream over. I'm not going to hang around for another 20 minutes because I've run out of replays, I'm afraid, guys. That has been it. That has been a fantastic day here on Asia. I'm telling you, E4D, even though they went down there to ENT are fantastic teams. They've got some great players. I know some of those players. Even though they went down there to ENT, at the end of the day, they are certainly a clan that is up and coming and one to keep your eye on. We've seen some great games today from E4D. We've seen a stunning last game there against ENT. We've seen some upsets with HLV and Feast, and we'll be back not tomorrow but the day after for the final round of Prove Your Skill number 2. Until then, I'm back later on the EU server, so enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. I've been Fujit, you've been fantastic. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Until the next time, guys, have a good one. Bye for now.